come on and say that, you know, I think that this crime was personal. It was up close and personal. It was a crime of passion. It was a crime of passion. It was a fuck you. That's what kind of crime it was. That's what that was.
Oh, I am so mad, Ross. I don't think I've ever been this angry.
What about the time I said we were on a break?
Oh.
You slept with another woman.
Oh, you're one to talk. We did it 298 times.
Oh, you kept count? You are such a loser.
The loser you did it with 298 times.
I just feel bad about all that sleep you're gonna miss wishing you were with me.
Oh, no, don't you worry about me falling asleep. I still have your letter!
Because I've got a product report to read. It's like 8 pages. I hope I don't fall asleep.
Why, did you write it? God, that is the most beautiful engagement ring ever.
Yeah, well, you should know. You bought like 1 billion of them.
Yeah, you didn't get one.
Good morning or good afternoon, wherever you guys are. So there's been something that's been bothering me, and it has to do with the frats, of course. And I know that in the past I have said that I'm very wishy-washy, going back and forth, and something I want to talk about today, as far as being the frats being involved. And I know that they took Jack DeCour's DNA, and I know that they took Jack Showalter's DNA. I know that all their DNAs were taken, and I don't know if they were tested amongst those two unidentified male DNAs or not. But here's my issue, is that the crimes that occurred in that home were so fucking personal. And you don't do that shit to people that you don't know. You just don't. Unless you have screws loose. Unless you're a schizophrenic. Or you're just playing with not a full box of crayons. I mean, there's no way around it. And that is a personal, upfront attack. And I can't shake that, you guys. I can't shake the fact that in the beginning, I said, why are they not looking at the usual suspects, which are the ex-boyfriend or the ex-spouse or the spouse or the boyfriend? Those are always your number one suspects. Well, lo and behold, he was listed as number one suspect. But I also remember that look that Steve G gave him at the funeral or the memorial. And that always shook me and bothered me. So I guess, you know, now there's stuff coming out about Maddie's boyfriend, and his name's been dropped and this kind of thing. And again, you know, I'd love to know their dynamic. I'd love to know a little bit more about what was going on there, because we all know that Jack and Kaylee had been split up, and that they dated for 5 years. And don't fucking tell me that a 5-year relationship, a guy isn't going to have some kind of an issue. I know how you men are. You guys don't get over shit easy. And I love how he was cool with it. He wasn't cool with it, you guys. You're fooling yourselves if you guys think he was cool with it. He wasn't cool with it. No, he was not. So, and maybe he's not. This is my opinion. It should be yours, but it's not. It's mine. It's mine and only mine. But, you know, if you have an opinion on whatever, on things that I talk about, express it. Express your opinions, because pretty soon our opinions are going to be taken from us. So you guys need to express your opinions before they're gone, before you lose them. So back to Maddie. I don't know what the dynamic was there with her and her boyfriend. I don't know what was going on, but they all of those attacks seemed very personal, and that's why I always felt like that we were looking at two separate attacks over two separate things. I think that Ethan's was related to just the fraternity boys, and they were pissed off because of something that happened that night, or something that happened a few weeks earlier. Who knows? But they were pissed off at Ethan, and that shit was going to go down that night, regardless of whether or not Maddie and Kaylee were there. I think that, personally, I think that Maddie and Kaylee maybe wasn't supposed to even have happened that night, but it just so happened it was an opportunity that presented itself, because nobody's going to convince me that Jack Showalter and his roommate, or whoever the hell it was home and in bed, or Jack, who was it? Somebody said they were home and in bed at 8. Are you freaking kidding me? On a game night, two frat boys or two ex-frat boys that live in the area are in bed by 8? Which reminds me, I had mentioned in a previous video how I found it very fascinating how the cops were going around and asking people, did you hear anything last night? And then they'd say, well, what time did you get home? Everybody got home around the same fucking time, and everybody was in bed by the same time. Why is that? Why did I keep hearing, oh, I got home from work about 10:30, went to bed about, 2, 3. Literally, you guys go back and listen to some of those interviews, almost every one of those people that the cops were going around and asking questions to that looked totally pre-planned. It's like they did a run-through of it. I mean, they should have gotten awards for this shit. But they did. Even Dot, I mentioned when I did my videos on that person. I found it interesting. She even said that she was in bed by 3:30. The girls that were interviewed, that they said that they didn't hear any dogs barking at all that night. They were in bed by 3:30. I mean, the whole fucking neighborhood was in bed by 3:30. And I mean the whole neighborhood. The whole neighborhood. And that was like right after all of the action was going on, wasn't it? Now that we have the right timeline, that was right after everything stopped. Everything stopped. So I can see how people finally started going to sleep. Swear to God. So yeah, I just wanted to once again come on and say that, I think that this crime was personal. It was up close and personal. It was a crime of passion. It was a crime of passion. It was a fuck you. That's what kind of crime it was. That's what that was. That was the message that those 4 were getting, was an F you. You guys have a great, great day.